And in this video, we are putting together the Santa chair box card. And we're going to start with our paper piecing. And it's best when you start to lay out all your pieces so that you know where everything's going. I have all of my pieces setting where they're going to be used. I'm just going to go ahead and fold these. These are going to make up the sides of our box card. And it goes together just a little bit differently than your typical box card. So we'll be going over that. This is the front of the box card. We have several different pieces here. So this piece here, this is the leg to Santa's pants. His boot is 2 pieces. The top part of his boot and the toe of his boot. Then we've got the fur lining. And this goes right at the top of the boot, right there. Fur lining. Now you've got fur lining for his pants and fur lining for the cuff of his shirt. The lining for his pants is bigger, so that's how you can tell them apart. I'm going to put on the white for the candy cane. And that just goes layers right on this. There we are. Okay, so that piece is done. Now we're going to work on our Santa insert. and put his gloves on before you put your fur lining on. Okay, and I'm going to set that there because I'm going to build his face now. And I'm going to pop some of these pieces. I'm using my foam squares, but they are too big, so I have to cut them. There we are. And on his face, there's a hole cut through, and that's the hole for his mouth, because when you put him on the red background, the red comes through to be his mouth, okay? So glue this on. Now I made little tiny black eyes to go in here. But if you wanted, you could just put black behind the cutouts for his eyes, and that would be so much easier. But if you want him to have the whites of his eyes and then a black pupil, you can. And I'm going to go ahead and use it because I cut it. I put that dot of glue is just a little bit too much, I think. Let's see if I can pop up his mustache. I've got that just a smidgen too thin, I think, when I did get it. There we go. It comes with the small nose, which I seem to have lost. Just check the back of my pieces real quick. If I don't have it, it's okay, I think. I'm going to This is the cotton ball for his hat. I'll glue that on now because I'm going to pop his head. There we go. And he has a pair of glasses. So just put a little bit of glue on the bottom edge of his glasses and glue those to the top of his mustache, just like that. Okay, so now we have all the pieces together. I still don't know what happened to that nose, but I threw it away. Okay, so in assembling this card, these are the sides. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue the candy canes front and back to the side, okay? Okay, so it's a little bit different, but not too difficult, okay? And before we close them up, we're going to go ahead and insert our Santa. It's going to be hard to see, but in here, this tab is as wide as the center, and I'm just going to flush it to the back and glue it right on. It doesn't open very well because the candy canes hang over. So it's hard for me to show you. Get that on here. And you can see it fits right on that tab. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. You'll have to just look at it real close to see how this fits together, because this one's just a little bit odd. Or you can just go ahead and glue your front and back on and then insert your Santa. there you have your Santa box card. Fold them front and back to get them going. Thank you for joining me.